Hey Aquarius, what is going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy for the month of December via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it. Happy Sagittarius season. We're also in the holiday season as well. Things are busy, definitely fire energy brings in a different pace. It's still being combated against the water energy of Scorpio season. Scorpio was kind of intense. There was just a lot of feels, at least. Even if it wasn't like monumental things were happening to us during that time, we're still kind of working to navigate through the realities of things that might be a little bit harder to look at. And we're having this time where we are allowed to readjust, where we are allowed to kind of take our time, move a little bit slower. It's actually a really good thing if you do right now. Quick decisions, moves are going to be, could potentially, I'm not going to do a blanket statement, right? Because sometimes when you know, and there's room for that as well. But we're not getting a lot of movement in the collective, in the astrology as a whole. And if anything, Mars has been tensely aspected to Jupiter. Mars is the action potential. Jupiter is where we find our abundance, connect with our abundance. So if we move too quickly, and Jupiter's in retrograde right now as well. So if we move too quickly, looks can be deceiving is maybe what I want to say. That's why I like to start these readings off with an energy cleansing. Just set the tone, set the vibe for the reading. Cleanse out those places we might feel blocked, limited. It's a great time to set your own intention as well, especially if you have come in with something on your heart, on your mind, something you would like Spirit to deliver messages to you around. Definitely give that over. Be open to receive. Spirit's always looking to speak to us. Most of the time, we just need to listen. So I also do personal readings. If you want me to look at your specific situation, how it's faring, where it's headed, or if you are interested in more of a realignment of your energy, mind, body, soul, I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. When we are aligned in self, when we're grounded in self, that's really where we are able to live a happy and fulfilled life, to find our success, our abundance, our fulfillment. And I would love to help support that in whatever way possible. Definitely hit me up. All the info to get into contact with me is in the description box below. All right, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being so we may see and understand the messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, my love. All right, Aquarius, you feel like nervous about something. Like your energy is just a little bit skittish. Nervous anticipation, something that you feel excited about. Like it doesn't feel like it's a bad, but you're acting out a character, or maybe there's just some things that like you do a million times and all of a sudden you're tripping over yourself type thing. This week, starting off, Neptune is going to go direct. So that's going to ease some of the tension that we've been feeling with the planets, all the planets we've had in retrograde as of late. It's also going to help us see things clearer. Neptune in Pisces in retrograde can really speak to illusions, like places that we might sell ourselves a belief, or we buy into a fantasy, we buy into an ideal. And as Neptune goes in direct, it's very clarifying. It's hard to escape, so to speak. And Mercury is also moving into Sagittarius at that time. It's also in conjunction with Black Moon Lilith, which can be a little bit dicey, right? Like, because Mercury in Sagittarius, our communication is a lot more assertive. It's blunt, straight to the point. It can also be a little bit misleading as well. Black Moon Lilith has a trickster type vibe to it. So we really want to be mindful, and it's in Scorpio. Well, Black Moon Lilith is, I should say. So she's going to want to be a little bit more divisive than usual. It does look like you're coming into some type of realization, though. I feel like maybe the more you work on an idea or a thought, that's partially or probably what I'm picking up, that part of that excitement. But then it also, like, just, I don't know, there's something about your energy right now, Aquarius, that it feels like it's hard to sustain. Something's difficult to sustain. Like, you could even just, like, have all this motivation and then it falls flat very quickly, or way too quickly. You might be running around in circles right now, or having a really hard time pinpointing what you want with manifestation in your blocked energy. It's important to get clear about what our goals are. You know, I don't think you have to have like the next 10 years planned out, but I think it's good to have a rough idea of what you want your life to look like. And with that in mind, then, what are some practical things? Like, are you going to need a new job? Are you going to need to meet someone? Are you, looking to move? You need to scout out new places, whatever. It's that kind of vibe. And it looks like you're just not making any decisions, is maybe what I would say. Perhaps you have been silent or just stayed put lately, and it's working for you. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Again, the Scorpio season was really emotional, and we're still kind of dealing with the reverberations of that. The planets in water signs is still pretty heightened. And okay, so let's look at this beginning of the month. So beginning of the month, you're on the edge of something. You're on the precipice of something. Maybe you're ready to emerge, is what I'm hearing with this Four of Pentacles. You maybe took time away for yourself, or if you didn't have the space to do that, I feel like you've been very picky and choosy about where you invest your time, your energy, etc. Lots of stress. You might not even be very open and honest with people about what this stress is, like kind of keeping to yourself is what I'm hearing, or just being very picky and choosy about who and what you share things with. I feel like you've kind of had to come up with a new game plan around something. Also, why you've been in self-protection mode. You might have to scrape by a little bit right now. What's good though, I like this for you. We have Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, so that's a good omen. That's really signifying that even if things have been a little quiet or not moving as fluidly as what you've hoped, there's opportunity, right? Or it's getting better is what I should say. It does look like you're ending a cycle. I think some of this is happening naturally, and then a lot of this you actually have to like make some decisions. And that's where some of this ambiguity has been coming up. So I think cultivating time for yourself is really important. Mid-month, we're going to hit Mars moving into Capricorn. I've been reading this energy as like what we know we're going to start investing in, or where we're kind of landing on, this is where I need to put my time, my energy. It's commitment. It's commitment to the work that comes with it. And I feel like you kind of do have your work cut out for you. Sorry, Aquarius, but that's what it looks like with this oracle. Let's see what the tarot says. Six of Cups. So maybe having to deal with past people, past situations. People that, like, this feels a little bit like something that's been on pause for a while. You might even feel like someone's not very open to your energy, not really willing to receive your energy. I would say, like, just be mindful about that, I think I talked about it. I'm sorry. I've been doing a few of these readings, so I'm a little miscombobulated, but that Mercury entering into Sagittarius as well as in conjunction with Lilith. If you are approaching someone or something, I would really encourage you to be mindful of your words, your language, how you communicate. It looks like whatever this is already on the defensive anyway. And with the Oracle card, it's not a bad omen, but this looks a little bit rough. You know, there's better cards that you could have gotten, essentially. So I think it's like, I'm hearing for you, that's part of where this becomes your power this month, to take time out and get really clear on where you're headed for the next 5-10 years, what you want your life to look like, and then how you're going to actually make those goals happen. Because I do see a reworking of the energy, especially something from the past that either is being brought to a close or it's being cleaned up. There's some finality around it. So that you can, I feel like you're breaking free. That's what I'm hearing with the Chariot. You're breaking free of something that I think you do need to. I feel like you feel that instinctually. As if you're going to actually do that, I'm not sure, right? Because we're kind of in this like self-protection mode. I don't know that you feel safe or open to approach anyone that, let's see where this 6 of Cups, 9 of Wands pop up. So we have, like I said, okay. And this could just be something that's really kind of pushed you down. Like maybe it's ran its course, you know, is what I'm hearing. If that resonates for you in your situation. Making some hard decisions. This does feel like looking yourself in the mirror, but I'm not saying that in a mean way. I hope that doesn't, like, you need to look yourself in the mirror. No, it's more like you need to just be aware of what the reflection is, of what the reflection is telling you. Because I think it's going to help whatever this thing, let's see what it is. What is this? What is this? Messages, communication. We have 8 to the 9 of Wands. Train horn confirmation in the background. The Hierophant, tradition, home, family, ascribing to the traditional way of things. Okay, so I think you're going to actually hear something that puts it answers a lot of your questions. You might have had either people who were telling you to self-protect or, I don't know. I'm just getting this vibe of like you breaking free, doing your own thing, like we talked about with, like, there is some information that I think it's important for you to find out. And if you don't know what that is, don't pick up this message, right? It's not meant for you. But I'm hearing like, I feel like there's something that you kind of need to gain some courage, like, and either approach someone or find out a little bit more information around something, because it's going to bring the clarity that you need. It's going to bring the clarity that you need. And again, it feels like whatever it is, even though it might be a little bit painful to hear, it helps you overcome. Like, it's not even just overcoming. I feel like that's so bland. It's like, yes, breaking through, overcoming hurdles, but it just helps to open up some of where this stagnancy has been happening. And whether you're just giving people, situations, too much of your time, too much of your energy, however that manifests, it's like something's trying to keep you from like getting the information that you need. And it's asking you to seek it out. I feel like you do seek it out. And then I think there's more information that's coming along as well. Because end of the month, it's like trust your gut, trust your feelings. We have that new moon in Sagittarius on the 19th. Black Moon Lilith then follows, entering into Sagittarius. And then we go into Capricorn season. Venus also follows into Capricorn season a couple days later. So at the end of the month, like it's actually like there's just not a lot going on. Like, it's nice, party vibes, hang out, relax. We don't have to like solve the world problems. Like I said, I do feel like we're going to be carrying some of this shit into the new year, unfortunately, because it does kind of look like, well, here's the thing. I think that you have some decisions to make. I feel like you're getting information. I feel like you're checking it against whatever you need to. Like you're kind of assessing. You're not giving yourself away. You're standing in the background is what it looks like. Because I also feel like when the Sun, Venus enter into Capricorn, again, it's that theme of like, who deserves your investment, right? Who deserves the hard work? Yeah, there's stuff happening, but when you're investing in something that makes you feel good, that makes you feel proud, it's like way more worth it. And honestly, it looks like something that you're cutting out towards the end of the month is making you feel like really good. It feels like some of this is able to lift Capricorn. You're able to just, I don't know, like you're just able to kind of finally feel oh, sorry, I called you Capricorn, Aquarius, my bad. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. They had a really weird reading. Sorry, Capricorn, or anybody who's watching. Okay, so we have carbon, strontium. We'll see what that is all about. These are these are from it's such a beautiful deck. The periodic table of elements. I feel like that keeps coming out so weird. I'm sorry if I'm saying that weird. It's not intentional. It's been a long day. Okay, and potassium. I'm going to read out of the book. I really love the symbolism. I think it's really beautiful. And I feel like it's really beautifully kind of embodied the messages that we've had come through in our readings this week. Definitely check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign if you're interested. It's always fun to see what's kind of happening in the different areas of our life. Okay, what am I thinking about? Okay, so for carbon, it says, soft as graphite, yet strong as a diamond, carbon is versatile master builder, a goddess from a primordial cult whose divine regency in the world has deposited a life-supporting legacy that stretches across the universe. Hers is a power of alchemic versatility, so useful, so accomplished, she vies with hydrogen in mythical abundance. This charismatic queen whispers to being in its hazy dream the beauty of physical potentialities, awakening life, spirit, joy, and tragedy. In her benevolent gaze, she recognizes being in all its forms as essentially one of her kind. This inclusive, collaborative gift binds us to each other and our world, and determines our fate based upon mutual respect and understanding. I feel like that's key for you. Based upon mutual respect and understanding. And that's kind of like what we're weighing against the people and situations that are in our life. Carbon symbolizes destiny, belonging, foundational, inspirational, and accomplished. And I feel like that's kind of where there is this part of you that's being asked to tune in a little bit more. Or not even tune in more, to trust yourself more of what you're picking up, of what you're tuning into is what I want to say. Because I feel like it's giving you the key, right? And that's kind of what we see here. As you're empowering yourself to seek out knowledge, information, what you need to kind of get you to the next step, it just happens to quote unquote fall in your lap, right? Because it's like that, I'm hearing it as like, that's the path you're supposed to be going anyway, right? So strontium says is an outstanding supporting pedestal of protection and display, an encouraging partner whose welcoming strength is offered without demands to enhance and propel onward whatever endeavor is asked of him. A trusted confidant, it is impossible to penetrate the protective boundary he creates around those he loves. His striving force illuminates and identifies the individual road of origin and becoming in all of us. It symbolizes natural promise keeper, capable protector, and example. And I feel like that's kind of where you're getting your information. That's kind of whomever is coming in to support you. It is someone who's doing so in a way that's actually helping you become stronger, to become better, to actually tune into what your intuition is saying around certain people and situations. And potassium says, an inward sense of justice and balance. I love that confirmation right there. Ignite the violet eyes of potassium, an occult daughter born from an earthly brew of smoldering wood and leaves. Her spirit emits a deeply nourishing and harmonizing essence. Potassium's regulating breath stabilizes a vast organic framework of life, and her ceaseless vision, those penetrating lavender eyes find the soul in all things, bringing forth a vibrant and equitable organization within the spiraling universe. She symbolizes balance, justice, truth, stability, integrated. And that feels like that's exactly what all of this is bringing out for you. It doesn't feel like this is a thing like, oh, you missed or you shoulda, woulda, coulda, whatever. It's not that at all, Aquarius. It's actually like you were meant to kind of go down this path so you can see all these different facets. And there is protection. There is a reason that it was meant to move in this way. And I feel like you're finding that out. I feel like you're connecting with that a lot. Remember to really challenge yourself to see kind of where you want to be. And that actually, when we understand that as well, it helps us interact and engage with people and situations that much easier, that much better, because we know what our end goal is. And if we know something's not going to deliver, then we need to just, you're getting what you need delivered. It's just what you're going to do with it, that type of vibe. So stay tuned till next month. Thank you so much, Aquarius. I hope you have a fabulous month, fabulous holiday season. I hope you enjoyed the reading, found messages that resonated for you here. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I love to hear, or just say, hey, share in a little love, little TLC. I so appreciate all the love, all the support to the channel. No, I'm sending it back your way.